Welcome to Aviation Aftermath.
It's November 12th, 1996. Above the rural skies of India, two passenger planes, one from Saudi Arabia and one from Kazakhstan, approached the same patch of sky, unaware their flight paths would cross in tragedy. Within moments, hundreds of lives would be lost, making this disaster the deadliest mid-air collision in aviation history. This is the story of the Charkhi Dadri air disaster. In the mid-1990s, Delhi's airport was one of South Asia's busiest hubs. Commercial jets, military aircraft, and regional flights all shared congested airspace. On the evening of November 12th, Saudi Arabian Airlines Flight 763, a Boeing 747 bound for Dhahran, took off from Delhi with 312 people on board. Just minutes later, Kazakhstan Airlines Flight 1907, a Russian-built Ilyushin Il-76 cargo aircraft, was descending for approach, carrying 37 passengers and crew. Their routes were perfectly timed to intersect in the skies near the village of Charkhi Dadri, about 100 kilometers west of New Delhi. Air traffic control cleared the Saudi 747 to climb to 14,000 feet. Simultaneously, the Kazakh Il-76 was cleared to descend to 15,000 feet, with instructions to maintain that altitude. In theory, this gave the two planes a safe separation of 1,000 feet. But there was a critical problem. The Kazakh crew struggled with English, and communication with the Delhi air traffic controller was not entirely clear. More importantly, the flight deck of the Kazakh aircraft was accustomed to using metric altitudes. When told to level at 15,000 feet, confusion may have led them to continue descending below their assigned altitude. As both planes approached head-on, Delhi ATC radar showed the two blips converging at alarming speed. But by the time controllers issued warning calls, it was too late. At 6:40 p.m., at nearly 270 meters per second combined speed, the Kazakh Ilyushin descended directly through the Saudi 747's flight level. Its wing sliced through the Saudi aircraft's left wing, instantly crippling the jumbo jet. Both planes broke apart in the sky, raining wreckage across the fields near Charkhi Dadri. All 312 people aboard the Saudi flight perished. On the Kazakh plane, only a handful initially survived the breakup, but none lived beyond the crash. The total death toll: 349 lives. One of the deadliest aviation disasters in history. Investigators quickly focused on communication breakdowns. The Kazakh crew's limited English proficiency and reliance on Russian altitude references contributed directly to their descent below 15,000 feet. The Saudi crew had no chance to avoid impact. They had no Traffic Collision Avoidance System, or TCAS, on board at the time. ATC limitations, language barriers, and an absence of onboard collision warning technology all played lethal roles in creating the perfect storm. The investigation concluded the immediate cause was the Kazakh aircraft's unauthorized descent, but it also highlighted serious systemic failures in international aviation safety. The tragedy forced aviation authorities to act. India made cockpit English proficiency training mandatory, and all aircraft operating in its airspace were required to be equipped with collision avoidance systems. The International Civil Aviation Organization also pushed globally for standardized English communication in cockpits and for widespread adoption of TCAS. From the ashes of disaster, safety improvements were born that continue to save lives today. The skies are safer because the world learned from Charkhi Dadri. But at its heart, this is still a story of 349 lives cut short in a matter of seconds. A reminder that clear communication and safety vigilance are not optional in aviation. They are essential. This was the Charkhi Dadri mid-air collision on Aviation Aftermath. If you found this story informative, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join me next time as we uncover more lessons etched in aviation history.